20, St Helens 24. St Helens go back-to-back against Warrington at the Halliwell Jones Stadium in Super League 2023. But this was a game of absolute quality. It could have almost been a playoff, couldn't it? Really good on the eye. If you were a neutral, you'd have enjoyed this one without doubt whatsoever. Great start for St Helens. Percival doing what Percival did, a beautiful line through the Warrington Wolves defence. And then, of course, Matty Ashton replied in kind for the wire before the controversy. Even Sky called it a forward pass without any doubt whatsoever. And St Helens go in with Bell. Can't fault Bell on the night. I thought James Bell yet again had a superb game for St Helens. He's really caught the eye, hasn't he, in 2023. A willing worker. He's playing some great rugby league. And yeah, credit to James Bell. Not his fault that the pass before the Wellesby one to him was forward from Dodd. And then Warrington, of course, decided, well, okay, we'll come again. A great bit of play from Matty Ashton, of course, intercepting that cut-out ball. And then perhaps the try of the game, without doubt, a contender for try of the season. Some superb rugby league on the left edge from Warrington Wolves. Started, of course, with Ben Curry. Through the line he went. Great support play right across the field. And Matt Duffy, it took some scoring, didn't it? And he managed to get it in. And, of course, then from there, Warrington in I think it was 20 points to 12 at that point. And then, backfly St Helens as they do with two great tries. The Lomax one very, very easy on the eye before Doddy, of course, got them the win. Let's pick out a few key contributions then in this one. First of all, let's start with Matty Ashton. That's his fourth brace of the season, taking him now to 15 tries in Super League this season. It's a great return from Ashton. We'd expect that he'll continue to pop them over the line. 6 behind Johnstone and 22 behind, 22-7 behind Charlie. So he's having a good season yet again, Matty Ashton. Duffy's coming for a lot of criticism. I do not understand why this season from pundits and from some of the fans. And Duffy, yet again, he was bang up for this game. I thought he played brilliantly well. Clearly, Warrington's man of the match. A lovely try, but 165 metres and no errors. One of the bombs that he took in the second half was absolute composure. Really good from Matt Duffy. Of course, there was a big Titanic tussle in the middle. First time that Paul Vaughan and Alex Walmsley have come head-to-head, and Walmsley come out on top in this one. 6 tackle buster 3, 117 metres for Walmsley, 139 for Vaughan. But when you consider the carries, only 14 carries for Walmsley in this game, that 117 compared to 22 for Paul Vaughan. Man of the match for St Helens, absolutely no problem with it at all. Had to go to Johnny Lomax like he did at the Totally Wicked Stadium. He took it to Warrington yet again. Lomax, a quality standoff in Super League. Doesn't get at times the honours, individual honours that he deserves, but once again, really good quality play. A try and assist, 105 metres as well. You just can't fault it, can you? And I think a quick mention to Drinkwater. As watching Warrington all season, I thought Drinkwater's one of his better games in terms of controlling. I thought some of his kicks were really pinpoint. He had a really good kicking game on the night, did Drinkwater. But everybody will talk, of course, about that forward pass. It is a head scratcher. Both officials were right in line with that one. When you've seen some of the forward passes given this season that have been borderline, that one wasn't a hard one to spot. It really wasn't. And I'm not saying that it had an overall bearing on the game. Of course, it could have done. Nothing to say that at that point St Helens wouldn't go on and win it, even with or without that try. But it was a real poor moment for the officials. I don't really talk about officials much on In the Sheds, but I think such was the clangor that was made there. It had to really be mentioned. But there's no doubting, St Helens' quality. All season, early doors, we said they'll be in and around the playoffs. Now, of course, up to third in the league. Had to bounce back, didn't he, after that really poor performance at the MKM Stadium the week before. They're off for, what a game this week. They go, of course, against the Catalan Dragons this week. Then it's the Leeds Rhinos, and then it's Salford away. So 3 difficult games for the champions. They will fancy themselves, of course they will. But yeah, really solid from Saints, up to third now. Still got that game in hand in league, albeit Leeds still have a points bonus on them, so they won't be too concerned at the moment. Having a great season, aren't they? And as for Warrington Wolves, well, of course, they go up against Wigan away on Friday, live on Sky, before going to Wakefield. The resurgent Wakefield. And then it's Catalan Dragons at home. So both teams have got some tricky fixtures on the horizon. There's no doubt about that. You've just got to say, St Helens, a champion performance. This is what champion teams do. They find a way of getting over the line, even if it's 3 or 4 yards forward. It doesn't really matter. But anyway, well done to Saints. I'm only pulling your leg. Good win for them. Great advert for Super League. That's Warrington Wolves 20, St Helens 24. Don't forget, comment, like, subscribe, tell your friends about us. That's been In the Sheds. We'll see you next time.